Thank her go.
Keeping my hair healthy, no manipulation, just letting the style last as long as it does. Wearing it in very easy hairstyles. I'm not super big into hair, so I'm really simple.
So let me ask you something. So, do you do a lot of braiding?
I don't do any braiding.
What about ponytail?
I'll do like a low ponytail or a high one. That's after like the hairstyle falls. But I make sure to use very loose ponytail holders so that I don't get any breakage.
And now, what about keeping your hair oiled? Do you keep your hair in scalp oil? How often do you oil your hair and scalp?
Yeah, I actually have very oily hair, so I don't need to put excessive oil in it, but I definitely use a scalp oil. And I'll even do like a castor oil just for like additional treatment.
And that's good because that protects your hair. That way, when you do any form of ponytail, you know that you're not stressing your hair because you have something lubricating it and keeping it from drying out.
Yep, and I'm also trying to do less ponytails because you don't even realize like the strain that you'll have on your hair, and that even shows like on your ponytail holder. Like, why do I have hair on the holder that I've been using to do like the high top bun? So I'm actually doing less of those too.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And so, one more question I have to ask you. So, how long have you been natural, and do you recommend people to be natural?
Yes, I have been natural for over 10 years, thanks to Dewan. I used to have a perm before that because I just assumed, like, you know, I think this is what I had. This is what I had my whole life. But I encourage everyone to go natural, whether you wear your hair in, you know, twist or you just want to have a press. I think that you can get the same results. You just got to make sure that you are maintaining and getting your ends clipped and low manipulation. That's like the most important thing. I don't need a whole bunch of crazy styles. I just like to have sleek hair. So that's something that's worked for me because I don't do braids, I don't do twists, none of that.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And so, I know I said that was the last question, but I had one more question I was going to ask you. And that was, say like you had a friend and she had a relaxer and she was thinking about going natural, what would you advise for her as far as where to start in the process?
If you're gonna go natural, know that it is a journey. So you are gonna have breakage. You either are gonna grow your hair out like I did with growing out the perm, or you're gonna cut it out, and you're going to have to expect some changes in your hair. The texture is gonna change, it's gonna be a process. So, you know, if you have a perm, that is definitely something to consider, but it's going to be worth it once you get your hair where it should be. Yep, so I definitely think that natural is the way to go.
And now let me ask you, do you find that, do you find that it's easier to maintain your hair natural, or do you find that it first took more for you to maintain it, but now you learn what to do?
Yeah, so at first I noticed that like when I had a perm, my straight hair would last like a month or so and I wouldn't have to do anything with it. And when I went natural, it seemed to be a little shorter in terms of the time period, maybe like 2.5 weeks, and then I would have to get it pressed out. But also think like the climate plays a part. So now in the summer, I can still wear my hair straight and I don't have as much as a transition because my hair is just like trained, and so it actually takes a lot for it to not be straight since it kind of goes this way naturally now. So it just takes time and years and just knowing your hair.
And now, since you said you've been doing this for 10 years, do you find that you've lost any of your curl pattern, or you still have your same curl pattern?
I still have my same curl pattern for sure.
All right, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Rachel.
you're welcome.
I love doing your hair, and I thank you for
love
this
you doing it.
testimony.
You're welcome.
God bless.